Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. This is the route from Polis to Paphos. So if you want to know how to get there or get from there, this could be that special video for you. We're going to drive from Polis to Stroumbi. That's going to be this video. If you come back for the next video, that will be Stroumbi to Paphos. So if you want to learn the road, these could be those special videos for you. That was the Polis police station on the left hand side as our starting point, and that's on the cusp of Polis town. And here it is. This is their front entrance. It's quite a big place, so if you're a naughty boy, they're going to drag you in there. And I'm not lying to you, if you go check back in the past, well, there was a couple of officers who were unfortunately suspended for beating the living daylights out of someone. But don't worry, they were forgiven and reinstated. So they're there waiting especially for you. And I think they've even sharpened their truncheons as well. Yeah, there you go. We treat policing a little bit different in downtown Cyprus. We treat it the way it used to be in olden times, should we say, in many other countries, where, well, a slap is better, shall we say. And often people don't do it again. Well, they speed and all those kind of things, and go through red traffic lights. But if you get caught stealing in downtown Paphos or Cyprus, well, I wouldn't do it if I was you, because I'm telling you, those boys in blue are going to get you in a cell, and they're going to beat, well, the message into you, shall we say, and you probably won't be doing it again. And then they're going to deport you as well, even if you're a cypriot. There we go. Downtown Polis, and we're on our trek towards Stroumbi. It's going to take us about 15 minutes, subject to the traffic. And there's one or two things to talk about on the way, I suppose. The next village coming up, I can't say its name, so I won't even try it. But nice views, nice drive. I'm not going to say it's the best road in the world, but it's certainly not the worst road in the world. If you're travelling at night, I remember a while back now, there was a chappie asking about it. No, the lighting is not very good, but if you stick to the speed limit, travel at about 60 kilometres an hour, whether there's someone stuck up your bottom or not, indicate, pull over, let them go around you. It's not a busy road at night, if you understand me. You'll be fine. It's not a bad road. It's not actually a dangerous road at all. Stick to the speed limits and drive within your limits. Keep your eyes open and keep alert, and it's a pretty safe road. Very rarely are there accidents on this road, unless, well, some idiot's driving the other way and mobile phone, perhaps on a bit of drinking or a bit of the old, what should we call it, wacky backy, and then forgets to turn and, well, hits a lamppost. It happens now and again, but not that often, hopefully. And so far, in the last couple of years, I know it's a sad note, but nobody has become a fatality on this road, which is a good thing, that's for sure. Stick to the speed limits, drive carefully, and be aware, and everyone will be fine. I can't believe the traffic on the road, by the way. Of course, we are in the national shutdown in Cyprus. This is peak time. Every cat, man and his dog has come from Nicosia, Limassol, Larnaca, and all around the world for the celebrations that commence from the 15th of August in Cyprus. So it's very busy indeed, and as you can see, there's traffic absolutely everywhere. I understand Dizzy Blonde is saying, what the hell is he on about? But by Cypriot standards, this is busy. So stick with us, we're going to keep on going, and you're going to learn the route from Polis to Stroumbi. Like I say, if you come back for the next video, you will see the follow-on video from Stroumbi to Paphos. So if you want to see this road, well, this is how it's done. And if you want to see the road from Paphos to Polis, well, play it and rewind. There you go. It'll work out just the same. Don't worry about it. Right, I'm going to light the Romeo and Juliet in again, because it's gone out, because it's a cigar. And cigars are much cleverer than cigarettes, aren't they? There you go. You want some olive oil, by the way, that's an olive oil extraction plant. So you take your olives off your tree, perhaps I'll do that later actually, bag them up and bring them there, and then they'll crush them and put it into olive oil. We'll put a sticker on saying Marika and me, and we'll sell it to you at an extortionate price of something like $9.95 a bottle, because that's what you pay for it in the supermarket. My goodness, olive oil. And of course it's very popular, isn't it? And it's very good for you as well. Oh look, speed bump. Let's slow down. more often than not, by the way, talking about the boys in blue, about beating you and stuff, quite often they're waiting there especially for you with that speaker. Look at that, something new on the road. A brand new petrol station is being built. Oh my goodness, I wonder if they'll be cheaper. No, probably not. They'll be more expensive, but of course they're saving you having to drive to Paphos or to Polis. Beautiful area around here, by the way. It really, really is. I used to live in Lissos on top of the mountain towards the left hand side. The views, wow, spectacular views to die for. I lived there for about 6 years, was it 6 or 7 years, and I loved it very, very much. But the commute to Paphos in the end becomes too much. And since the majority of our customers are from in and around Paphos, now you know why. So what are you doing in our Geica today, Mr. Paul? We came to steal a man's Mercedes and take it back to Paphos, and then, well, his wife, so he says, has smacked the front wing. I think he has. He says his wife smacked the front bumper. I think he did, because his wife's gone on holiday. See, clever us men, aren't we? But if she's watching, oh my goodness, she's going to come back and give him a smack round the back of his head, probably. Sorry about that, Joseph. Anyway, and he's damaged his passenger seat as well, so we're going to get that redone for him. And his convertible top is not working that well, so we're going to get that done for him. And oh, he wants a service, so we're going to get that done for him. Oh my goodness, he's going to have a nice bill, isn't he? He didn't ask me how much. I'll tell him on the way back. Oh dear. He lives in a nice house, got a nice Mercedes, his wife's got a nice Honda, and he's talking about buying a nice new GLS AMG Mercedes. So that's about 120,000 euros. So now if you can afford one of them, hey, what's a couple of €1,000? Chunk change. Oh my God, water on the ground. My car's going to get dirty. Lady Ali, Sir Neil, Sir Brian, watching us on the big screen. Come on, we're going to need to watch the front end and the back end, especially for that next video. Only joking. But they're coming to Paphos very, very soon, by the way. I'm going to reside in Paya, and hopefully we're going to bump into them, and hopefully we're going to get Sir Brian to dance the Chuchuchka down the downtown Cato Paphos promenade or the Coral Bay Strip. That should be exciting, shouldn't it, James Henry? Watching a gentleman in his early 90s, super fit, we know that. He's got a knighthood. Of course, he is Sir Brian, and he's going to dance with Oching Gracivia Booth and hopefully entertain the living daylights out of us. That's for sure. Wow, what a beautiful day it is. There's a blue Mercedes. I know the man driving that. But that was his daughter. Anyway, I know that car. I don't like the colour of it, but I know the car. We've serviced it and fixed his back bumper a couple of times. He always says it's his daughter. Now we've seen his daughter driving it, it probably is. Anyway, this is the road from Polis all the way to Stroumbi. The next village we will come to will be, I think you say Gaudi. I think that's how you say it, but I'm not sure. Don't rely on Mr. Paul. He names all sorts of things wrong and gets often things wrong. But Gaudi is how we'll call it. And then after that, it's Yolu. I think it's how you say it. Sometimes spelled with a Y and sometimes spelled with a G. And as I've said, there's a lot of traffic on this road today. There really, really is, because we're deep in the summer holidays in the middle of August. And guess what? All that's missing is you. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. Marika, myself, and of course the whole of Cyprus, the island of love, is waiting, especially for you. Now you may have noticed in a video earlier I commented about picking up some superstars from the airport. Well, they landed bang on time, as the app said. They walked straight out the front doors. I spotted them, the S-Class picked up, they jumped in and they said, oh my God, we feel like superstars. Well, guess what? Lord Richie and Lady Zuzka, you are superstars. That's what you are. And they're now sitting on the downtown Cato Paphos promenade, enjoying the view, feasting their eyes and digesting the spectacality and the beauty of the blue Mediterranean Sea while they sup on a drink or two. And they say, all that's missing is you. And they have agreed to appear on camera. Lord Richie has said he's going to say hello, and Lady Zuzka is a little bit shy and says she's going to say hello as well. But she's not so sure about the dancing and the prancing. But hey, you never know. We might be able to twist her arm or a leg or two. Now, what's coming up next? Well, on this turning here, you can take a left and go up towards Simu, which is a village up on halfway up a mountain, shall we say. And it's a nice place. You can also go to Agadimitrius and then take a right and go down to Polemi and back to Stroumbi and back to Paphos. Remember, the area of Paphos is quite small. Most of the roads interlink in and around a hill or two, and then you find out, hey, I've been on this road before. That's right, it's not that big a place. It's quite difficult to get lost in Paphos, although lots of people do get lost in Paphos. But that's because they're driving around on mobile phones, chatting away to the Gumbarus, Romeo and Juliet in adjusting their flip-flops, and of course having a frappe or two, and not paying much attention to what's going on around them. And now and again, the boys in blue get to zap them as well. There's a blue car as well. Yeah. Honda Fit, one of the best cars in the world. There's another Honda Fit, Honda Jazz if you're in England, another best car in the world. And there's a Toyota Yaris, another best car in the world. If I was clever, I'd buy one of them. Think about it. Twice the MPG, tyres half the price, no worries about servicing because they don't break down. But I'm an idiot in a blue hat with a pair of sunglasses. So I'll drive around in an old Mercedes, costing me a fortune. Lord Ritchie said to me, is it reliable? I said, yeah, it's not too bad. I said, there's always something wrong with the car. And he said, yeah, well, there's one thing wrong with our Kia back in Bratislava. I said, only one thing. At any one time with the Mercedes, there's normally 6 or 7 things. By the time you put them right, don't worry. 6 or 7 things again have gone wrong somewhere else. It's called a pension plan for the chief executives and the board of Mercedes, because they understand that if they can get their cars to break down, the stupid people that buy them will keep buying the parts to keep them going. Hence they get to grow nice big moustaches and walk around in pants that are far too tight for them, with very, very pointed shoes in their late 60s, trying to, live in the past, shall we say, as they drive around in their Bentleys and their Ferraris, because they understand that even they are more reliable than a Mercedes. But hey, everyone likes that 3-pointed star on the front, and it is part of the channel now. So Lord Jeremy, Lord Simon, yes, the old girl is going to stay a bit longer. I've dibbled and dabbled. I've looked at an Audi A8. Yeah, it's quite a nice car, but it's only a Volkswagen at the end of the day. Not that there's anything wrong with a Volkswagen, by the way. I did go and look at an X5. I've had one of them in the past, and that was always breaking down. I went to look at a Lexus, but unfortunately I can't afford that because my name is not Miss Hannah Starr or Mr. Thomas. And if you're a clever boy, Bart, you'll go and buy a Lexus. I understand that, because you're going to be a rich man, because you're going to be a lawyer. But for us lesser people, we have to buy an old Mercedes. And she's very, very comfortable, but she does like a drink or two. So on that note, you know where I'm going. Why not click through to our About page, where you could consider to buy us a coffee or two on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Totally safe, totally secure. Hook up one of your credit cards to it and you can buy us a virtual coffee or two. Many people do it over and over again. Go and have a look and read who has bought us a coffee, because there's hundreds of people on there who have done it, and they write some beautiful messages to us, and of course they always get a reply. And if it's something we can help you with, we will. We're going to go storm a hotel for the Pendants gang very, very soon, because we're feeling sorry for the dog Dixie, who's having to stay back home and not going to see that hotel. So don't worry, Dixie, that hotel is coming especially for you. And if I can find a dog biscuit or two on the buffet, I'm going to steal it and eat it especially for you. And of course, just to annoy a man with a name of Paul, who probably isn't called Paul, and well, for some reason doesn't like English people, and he certainly doesn't like them when they're in Paphos. So I've got an idea that he could be known as a Charlie. Anyway, why not drop it in the comments, and of course we'll have a chat again. We're in the village of Yolu. That's Maria's hair salon. She's a very good hairdresser, by the way, and my wife used to go there many, many years ago. And we're now going to start the ascent up the hill to Stroumbi. As I told you, that's where the video is going to end. You can also choose to become a superstar on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Only €10 a month, by the way. Chump change, that's all it is. Keeps us afloat. Many people have done it, yeah, we know. Lady Sharon and of course Sir Philip, all the way in downtown Cornwall. we've got the superstar known as Lady Heather, and of course the man who likes a Big Mac or an Apple Mac or two, of course that's Sir Steve. We've got some superstars in downtown York. Lady Rachel, of course the man with a Cheshire grin smile, Sir Jason, the list goes on and on. Sir Anthony, Lady, you're waiting for it, oh you're waiting for it, Sophia, yeah, and they are coming to town very, very soon indeed, and they'll be checking into the Olympic Lagoon Resort. This road's absolutely awful, isn't it, by the way? If your name is Lady, oh, it's so sweet, Caroline. This is a brand new road that keeps falling down every 2 or 3 years, by the way, because it's built on the side of a sort of hill, and every 2 or 3 years it falls down. I'm not exaggerating, I've lived here 15 years, and this road has fallen down 4 times in the time that I've been here. And now they've rebuilt it, so come back in 2 or 3 years, and guess what? It'll fall down again. And then if you go on the old road from Paya to Polis, sorry, confusing my P's, there's another section of road that falls down, and again it's fallen down 3 times since I've been here, and again they've just fixed that. But don't worry, come back in another couple of years and it'll fall down again, especially for you. Let's just hope that one day it doesn't fall down when you're driving on it. Let's hope so. Final ascent up into Stroumbi. If you like what you see, hit that like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And also you can help us out by clicking on the thanks button on YouTube itself, and perhaps send us a couple of bob or two. Sir Derek Scully, you're not a sir anymore, you're a lord. Lord Derek Scully has got to be the most generous man in the world. I think he's got his finger stuck on that button, and we're looking forward to seeing you very, very soon indeed. And we're looking forward to seeing your Miss Ocean Racine LaBeouf. And I know you're coming to town in the next couple of weeks, so guess what? I'll be getting you a Romeo and Juliet, and we'll sit there, smoke them together, and have a coffee or two while we admire the beauty and the spectacality of our 2 Ocean Racine LaBeoufs. We're in Stroumbi, and I'm going to thank you for watching. If you do like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. There it is, Stroumbi Village in all of its glory.